29th of September 2020, Tuesday. Good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, guys, wherever we are. Gbpusd, this is live Forex Global YouTube channel. US cash market is about to open within the next 1 minute. So, of course, we are going to check first 5-minute trading range. We are going to discuss the presidential debate, upcoming presidential debate. We are going to check few charts. Before we are going to do that, risk warning as usual, guys. Please bear in mind trading on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for investors who can sustain a loss of some or initial investment. So please do not invest the money you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Okay, folks, 30 seconds. So let's prepare ourselves. The most important thing is where we are right now when it comes to the Nasdaq. We are testing top of the previous range, finishing the business when it comes to the swing high. Well, we will see, but overall I'm going to look for the fading opportunity. Anyway, first 5-minute trading range, market is open. Let's place some lines as usual. Number 1, number 2, whoa, and number 3. That's the cash open, and it's not gonna change. All right, folks, all right. How are you doing, guys? Hopefully everything is alright. There we go, for now. Hopefully everything is alright on your side. Well, what we have, again, from the daily chart perspective, we are approaching very, very important levels. Based on my chart, it's 11,487. So something around 11,500, that's the zone I'm going to try to fade. Of course, the monthly chart is gonna be important as well, and here we are trying to hold the previous month open, right? There was some stop count, as you can see, the lower shadow, but right now we are trying to go higher. So next month depends, of course, of the outcome tomorrow, where we are going to close the month, where we are going to close the quarter. It's gonna be important, because if we are going to close like this, then attack on the 12,130 could be on the way ahead of the election in US. Anyway, it's gonna be choppy. I do expect some volatility today, mostly because of 3 things: end of the month tomorrow, end of the quarter tomorrow, presidential debate tomorrow my time, right? Very late in US today, and I'm going to make post US cash close ahead of the Tokyo Open, and probably I'm going to make another market update. So what about today? Well, from the intraday perspective, 2 levels. Either we are going to respect this over under, and as you can see, there was small, very tiny head and shoulder over here, right? So either we are going to respect, sorry guys, we are going to respect this one, right, over under, but I would prefer, we will see where we are going to be towards the end of the first 5-minute trading range. I would prefer to see the stop count attack on this green line based on the daily chart, and eventually pull back from here, where we are going to try to go to the downside. What's gonna be the downside target? Well, let's switch to the daily chart. Let's get back, and when it comes to the downside target, the broken last swing high, so this one, right? That's gonna be the target. And because it's a daily chart, I'm going to change those 2 lines into the green one as well. Also, this type of the pullback might be, if you like buying, right? So of course weekly open and this previous swing high as a eventually buying opportunity. Well, we'll see. I can't see that buying, but well, I might be totally wrong. Don't forget, guys, that we might retest also this latest trend, right? And already when it comes to the market weakness, market strength, the educational material being recorded is probably edited, and it's gonna be available for you guys soon. So looking to fade the rally towards the green, looking to buy around the yesterday low. That's how I see the things when it comes to the Nasdaq. Still 30 seconds to go when it comes to the first 5-minute trading range. Yes, we're trying to go higher. It might be interesting because the range, wow, it's just 35 points. Whoa, I might not be interested with this intraday trading based on this range. Oh no. Yes. Well, to be honest with you, I still do expect higher volatility. We will see. Doesn't look like we might get it. But anyway, the first 5-minute trading range, the close above the daily open. So attempt to continue higher could be in place. So let's have a look if we are going to triple that range. What might happen? Double is enough to retest, and triple is a stop hand. That's what I would like to see. So it's quite okay. It's quite okay. To the downside, triple is attack on this zone we discussed a second ago. So it could be as well from the buyer's perspective. So okay, we are good here when it comes to the first 5-minute trading range. What has happened today already? Well, Tokyo core CPI. A little bit better, but still on the weak side when it comes to this number. Minus 0.2, expectations minus 0.3 when it comes to the Tokyo core CPI year to year. Over the course of the day, we were getting piece by piece from different German lands. Preliminary CPI, the total number is weaker than what market was expecting, minus 0.2 versus minus 0.1 expectations. Spanish flash CPI minus 0.4 versus 1.1 expectations month to month, also on the weak side. When it comes to the money supply out of the UK, minus 0.4 versus 1 to 1. Oh, sorry, that was the expectation Spanish CPI minus 0.4, expectations minus 0.4. Money supply out of the UK minus 0.4, expectations 1.1. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, plenty of Fed speakers later today, so it's going to be worth to watch US dollar, and we are going to check what is going on. So euro dollar, we are approaching very important level from the daily chart perspective. It's going to be around 1734. But if you do remember, guys, we were discussing that's retest of the bottom of that broken consolidation. That's number one. Of course, we might see a retest of the previous week open. Let me change the color a bit. So either I'm going to look for some kind of the intraday price action telling me fade, or I'm going to wait for previous week open as a mid of the range. Don't forget, this presidential debate could influence the dollar, or at least might be used as a good event to manipulate the market even more. So let's get back to the intraday chart from that perspective. The latest weakness over here, this one being tested, went higher. Now it's time to see what we have here, being tested, as you can see after the close. So everything here is consumed in my opinion. So even if you wanna treat this as something looks like inverted head and shoulder, right? So that's what we might see after the breakout attack on the levels discussed second ago. So well, yeah, that's how it could be. So that's my selling approach. What about buying approach? Well, those two lower shadows provide eventually some kind of the demand. We have 3 lower shadows, even lower. So from the buying perspective, when it comes to the intraday trading, levels close to 1695, 1690, or if you do prefer 1668, 1660, watching this price action around these levels, and could provide some kind of the intraday buying opportunity towards the levels we discussed second ago from the short side. So that's how I see the things when it comes to the euro dollar. Cable, well, I've been trying to trade cable yesterday, and I've been doing this quite well based on the intraday approach. I strongly encourage you to check the link in the description. Don't forget that you can monitor what I'm doing. Of course, I'm doing a few different strategies on one account, and it might be confused from time to time, but you can check, for example, my yesterday activity when it comes to the pound. I've been trading longs, I've been trading shorts, and I ended up quite well with this intraday pound trading. The bulls got the problem after we hit this supply and we created this upper shadow. It's also well visible on the daily chart. So, well, what next for the pound? Well, the thing is that because of yesterday upper long shadow, we were trying to get back above 2865 today again, right? And the bulls couldn't manage to do that. So the things are getting interesting. Don't forget, guys, that there is a resume when it comes to the Brexit talks between UK and EU. Started already today, and it's gonna to finish on Thursday. So it's a new quarter, right? The thing is that it's why it's so important, because we have EU summit in the mid of the October, and well, time is flying, so well, we will see. Anyway, the bulls got the problem, at least for now. So what I'm looking for, well, we did one-to-one, some discussed yesterday. So what today? Well, I'm not gonna be surprised if we are going to make a little bit bigger one-to-one. So this one we are going, this one we are going to treat as the whole first pullback, Riley pullback. Now, top of that broken consolidation could be in place. In that case, we are talking about the levels close to 2770 and weekly open 2740. So that's the buying zone. If that's the case, what I would like to see as a selling opportunity, well, two things. Because we are approaching option expiration and we are approaching London fix, I would look for finishing the business when it comes to the swing high over here. So that would be trade with very tight stop around 28.85, 28.90, right? Or finishing the business then higher and doing stuff like something similar to double top, looks like double top above 120, 129, trying to fade it. I'm gonna be active around the top of this broken consolidation, and again in the middle of that consolidation around the weekly open as a buyer from the intraday perspective. All right, so well, because of where we are from the month and quarter end perspective, be careful because the flow related into that event dominates the market, so it's easy, you can be easily trapped. I'm going to focus on majors like as I mentioned, euro dollar and pound dollar. I'm going to watch Nasdaq. So for now, that's it. I'm going to get back to you after the US cash close if I have something in relation to the presidential debate. Again, looking to fade some rallies or towards I would prefer 11,487 500, or buying around the weekly open yesterday low. That's how I see the Nasdaq. And well, with that being said, wish you great trading New York session. See you around.